All right, we'll go 2 positions then, all right, cool. So we're gonna work 2 basic positions that we get the double leg, all right? First position is what? Standing here, mono means what? Hand to hand, all right? So I have to win here. I don't care what combat sport it is, whether it's boxing, jiu-jitsu, we gotta win here first. That makes sense? Where I win here, I can either, if I'm in Muay Thai and I do double kung fu move, slice and dice, all right? Now I don't have that option. So once I pass these hands, now everything's open to me. All right, so I'm gonna shoot in here. Now what I wanna work on first is getting my lift. Whoosh, lifting up, boom, and running and throwing, all right? That first one, I wanna get there. After I get that lift, so we'll see what it looks like fast, I'm gonna go ahead, double kung fu, here, whoosh, straight up, all right? That's, I want that lift, so I can just stand up with them. After we get that angle, the next angle is right here, all right? The next one is when I shoot in, boom, now I'm gonna go straight through him, up, whoosh. He pulls guard and end up right here, postured up, all right? Cool, back down, all right? So that's 2 different spots. So we're talking here about getting in, entering in, I'm dropping down, changing my level and coming here, all right? Everybody really quick, who knows yoga? Anybody? All right, warrior 1, everybody. Left foot forward. Everybody, left foot forward. Bend your left knee at a 90-degree angle, your right foot straight. Your left knee, 90-degree angle. All right, that's warrior 1, warrior 2. All right, now, how does this correlate over fighting? If I'm punching him, the greatest, strongest, everybody up, the strongest punch I got, I'm going here. I'm generating that power. Does that make sense? So warrior 1 is the strongest base you can have, generating energy forward. Does that make sense? So when we come in here, if I'm gonna do a shot, it's the same thing. When I do my shot, I'm in a sense going, instead of going here, instead of going here, I'm going here. Does that make sense? And now, when I do this warrior pose, I'm here. If I was to finish my shot or a solo shot, I'm gonna come here, my knee touches the ground, I step over, I lift up, and I come around. When I do that with him there, that energy doesn't stop there. Where does that energy stop? On his hip. It's that scoop. So when I do this, that same thing, I'm taking that first warrior 1 pose, right? But instead of my knee touching, I'm gonna step through, scoop, push, and scoop him up. So that's how we get that strength in the legs. I don't come down here and go here. I'm coming in here, right here. I'm going as much strength in my legs, this leg straight, it pushes through. Once I lift him up, this one comes around. You guys got that? The second place we'll go today is from our pummel. Now we're fighting for these underhooks, fighting for these underhooks, fighting for these underhooks, and now I win. All right, how do I win? That's the same way I won here. Same way I won here, but now I'm only doing it on one side, getting through, scooping up, and I get there. Now, the second place I do this, I come in, we're pummeling in. The second way that I would do this, I would pummel in, and instead of lifting them up, I drop, and I want to put my shoulder right there. What's the problem for Jonathan? I'm trying to put my shoulder on that white line. What's the problem for Jonathan? His body's in between. You guys got that? That makes sense? So that's what we're thinking when I'm doing this. I'm entering here, lifting up, whoosha. I'm entering here, whoosh, driving straight down. All right, we're back up. Now we're pummeling, whoosh, whoa, taking them wherever I want. Where's my corner? Oh, my corner's over there, boom. Does that make sense? Matt Hughes, some of the greatest wrestlers in the game. Daniel Cormier would pick guys up. Once you're up there, you can't really elbow or hammer fist, you can slam. They just hang out and they walk and they take you wherever you want. Imagine a self-defense situation being able to do this to a human anytime. He throws that punch, poof, all that bob and weave we worked all this week in the boxing class. Think about that. When he does his, go super slow. When he does his left hook, what am I doing? Right to that yoga, right? Now what I'm gonna do now is instead of going here, he does that left punch, I'm gonna step here. But really look, that same strength, bop. So that strength in my legs is what we're working on all week, all right, cool. Now we're gonna do 4 rounds of warm up, all right? First one is shed, shoot, boom, lift, shoulder shrug. He goes, I go. Second round, all right, pummel, 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 lift, shoulder shrug. Third round, we're gonna pummel, or actually third round, double kung fu move to shed to a takedown. Boom, right here. He's gonna go cross collar. He's doing a superwoman sit out. He pushes. No, keep pushing. Why are you going backwards? That makes sense. I'm just gonna kind of lean on him. He's gonna take a couple steps and then we're good. Cool. Third round. From the pommel, fourth round. From the pommel, I'm coming in, dropping in. Notice how my knee dropped right below him. I'm immediately going here. I'm laying on him. Whoosh, does that make sense? Cool, cool. Now, if he really did that, see how I laid on him? I was lazy. That's what he would do. He would just pull and take my back. Cool, so we're gonna almost be a good uke, be a good receiver of the technique, so almost get up with him. Any questions? Dos, tres, get after it.